So session 2 now, we're going to really get interactive and look at our whiteboard, polls, breakout rooms, sharing music and audio. So let us begin. So first thing, the whiteboard facility. And what I'm going to do, and I have, so I'm going to go, when you go to share, at the top of your share page, you will see screen and then whiteboard. Now, when the whiteboard comes up, it has at the top, it has text, draw, stamp, etc. So I'm going to type something and I'll give you the opportunity to do so as well because I have enabled annotation for you. So in a minute, I will give you the opportunity to type something. So suppose I wanted to say, okay, today we're going to talk about tips. Let's see when it starts. Okay, tips for using YouTube, no, Zoom. Okay, so you type and then you could say, okay, I'm gonna discuss maybe 5 of them today. What would be my 5 tips? So it's good. I think the whiteboard facility is very good, very useful because you can put your points down. If you're having a discussion, you can get points from the audience and put them down. So, you know, so you could do that. Or if I wanted to, I'm going to do another box. And if I wanted to do a check-in, which I'm going to do now, and you guys can circle or whatever. Right, so I'm going to do a check-in and I'm going to do it as a multiple choice check-in to find out how you are doing today. So how are you feeling today? And then I'm going to do it as a multiple choice. So happy? And maybe tired. So with this, you on your screen, you have the opportunity to select. So you can, if you select draw for me, please, and you're going to get some different icons, different shapes. In the top row, can you select the shape of the circle that is a circle, is not filled in? And then you can use it to circle your choice like that. Okay, so I'm going to undo that. And can you just, you know, I'll see who has put in what. So can you just annotate the screen, please? Your chance to get involved. So you will see, if you want me to talk you through it because you're not seeing your annotation bar.
I don't see an annotation bar. All I can see is what you've written.
Yes, and I can see the cursor going up and down. That's all.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, can you click your
right? All I can see is that you're on this side, so I don't know if it's underneath.
No, it's at the top. More. Can you click on your more icon? You should have more.
Meeting information. You click in meeting information.
Options.
And what comes on when you click options?
Just the screen. It's just that's to do with this screen. I can't see anything else.
Okay, I'm going to sign in on my phone and get your view, see what you're seeing. Because sometimes it's hard because my view is different to yours. Because you should be able to do that. I do this with my students and yeah, so you should be able to, but I think
so
you need to know where to.
Or do you go into options?
If you click options, what comes up?
Options has got zoom, rotate, hide video, exit full screen.
No, that's not what you need. You should have a more option, and you should be able to see the annotation. You should be able to click that.
It's view options that Sister Lynn is talking about, which is what I have. It's like
Yeah.
It's view options. Technically, it's just viewing them. It's zoom ratio, and then you can mute, and then I've got side by side mode. That's all I have. I'm not sure if there's anything else.
Yeah, that's all I've got on mine.
And okay,
there's something called fit to window. I think it's just to maximize or minimize the window size. That's
yeah.
If you put your cursor on the board, what happens? Can you draw? I see someone. Yeah, put your cursor on the whiteboard.
Yeah, it's on the board, sis, but it's not.
You
can see me moving it, but it's not like allowing me. It doesn't make that you know how it can allow you to use it to.
Oh, do it now. See if you can do it. Click, because it's enabled.
No, can't see.
Is it only the host that can do that? I don't know.
Yeah, because I have enabled you to write on the board. You are enabled.
Do we need to be in full screen, or do we exit full screen? Because that's the option that it's when you click on option, you've got original size or enter full screen. When you enter the full screen.
But that shouldn't impact on it.
Make any difference? Oh, I don't know then.
Yeah. I'm just 1 minute, bear with me. I'm going to log in as someone else, as myself, as my account, and then see. Yes, guys, it does. You see, when I went, it's just because I had to mute myself because of the interference, because I'm on a device. But at the bottom, when you click it, a pen comes up. So because I've enabled it, when you click for me, because I was on my phone, I clicked at the bottom here on my screen. And what happened was a pen came up. So when you hover on the screen with your mouse, a pen will come up. Yes, who did that? Yes, who's uniquely rare? Yes, so that is it. So it allows you to annotate. A pen will come up. So if you went to a meeting and the host said,
Barbara, sis.
Okay, hi. Right. So how do you get yours? Can you talk the others through?
Okay. If you're using a phone, because I'm using a phone, if you push the screen at the bottom of the screen, if you scroll up, then the pen will appear, and if you click on the pen, you see color, erase, save, and arrow, and an arrow.
And it allows you
hold the phone. Yes, if you hold the phone landscape, push the screen up with your finger, then you'll see the pen. So you're clicking where it's written right. If you just scroll up, yeah. The thing is with this, if the computer is right at the top, and I'm not sure if there's anything. Oh, it's using computer.
It should be easier with the laptop.
Yeah, mine is a laptop, sis, but I don't know. I guess it's down to the user, to be fair.
Sister Esther, if you take your mouse and just click it on the PowerPoint on the whiteboard,
yeah, that's
just
what I'm
use
doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah,
maybe right click.
Yeah, right click.
No, I'm trying to
This link doesn't give me any menu. It just comes as it doesn't give me a menu, because when you are under the name of the text there, you've got a couple of things coming up. There's there's chat, there's pin, there's hide non-video participant, something like that. But there isn't any other option for the pen. I'm sure it's down to me as a user than.
And even if you click on the whiteboard, it doesn't.
Yeah, there's
The
somebody's
whiteboard
cursor
itself.
yeah, there's a cursor that is having a reaction with a red dot there. Mine doesn't get that when I put it on the screen.
Okay. We will play around. It's hard, I know, but it should, because you're enabled, you should be able to click anywhere on the screen. A pen should come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll try. We will play around by clicking and seeing, because that will give you the opportunity. But as I was saying, the whiteboard, because you could type, and we're going to go in breakout rooms.
Yeah.
Where you're going to have the opportunity. So what I will do for you to I'll put you in breakout rooms. You will be a co-host. I'll make each of your co-hosts. And in your breakout rooms, you'll have the opportunity to use the whiteboard. Or because I don't know if I made you a co-host now, you'll be yes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make you all co-hosts and then give you the opportunity to bring up the whiteboard and type something. Okay? So that's what I will do now. So I'm just going to make you all. And if you don't want to have the opportunity, I won't force you. So who wants to go first? And with this, the other thing is, if someone is sharing and you want to get yourself prepared, like, you're coming next and you're in an event, you're going to share the next slide. You don't want it to be a big gap where you're fumbling around. What you can do is click on your share button. A message will come if you want to disable the other person. Click yes, because what happens is, until you click that share, it won't affect the person, even though they give that message. So who's going to share first? Who wants to have a go on the whiteboard first? Right. So, yeah, go ahead.
So you press on it.
Yeah, so you need to press on the annotation bar. At the top, you will see a bar. It says text. Click, you have stopped sharing. No, you have to have it open to do this. So go back to share.
Go back to share.
Yeah, and put the whiteboard back up.
Click on whiteboard.
Yes.
Yeah, it's back up.
Okay, and then at the top, so you have an annotation bar. Click on annotations. Have you clicked on annotations?
No, I can't. No, not yet. It's gone now.
So you have the bar at the top that you have here.
I can't see you need to bar now. It's gone.
So click on view options then.
Okay.
So yes, so you are drawing, but you want to use the text, don't you? So click on text so you can type.
I can't see. View options hasn't got text option on it.
It's me who's trying to do it as you talk. So I'm not sure if Sister Lee is getting mixed up, because I'm the one who was scribbling.
Yeah, it's not scribbling. I can't get it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you click text then? Because you're drawing. You have highlighted the drawing tool. So if you choose the text box.
And I can't see text box. I can see the pen, the eraser, the color, an S and an S4, and something like a light and the bin. And then
so the light is the spotlight on that. I'm wondering why you can't see the text. Is it because you're on a phone?
Probably, I don't know.
because I would think that I think maybe it's because you're on a phone, so you're going to have because yes, I'm seeing the pen icon and not the text. What else are you seeing there?
I have Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, Box, Photos, Document, Web, Bookmark, Screen, Camera, Whiteboard.
Yeah, so you have
there is text, there's draw, stamp, spotlight, eraser.
Yeah, it's the text you need, the text. So can you click on the text? Who is sharing?
I will stop sharing. I'm not sure if it's me. No, it's not me.
No,
It's me.
Sister Esther.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you type something?
No, I can't get that in.
I've put something though. How do I share it now? Can you see it? I've written good morning.
Yes. And what would you like to do next?
Do you want me to write anything more than something more?
Yeah, you could write something more. It's up to you.
Can't get it.
The only thing is, if you click out of that text box, you need to click select again if you want to continue writing there. That's the only thing. It will go to another box and you won't be able to edit that. So for you to edit what you've written, you have to click select, the select icon at the top.
Yeah.
Or just keep in the box, don't take it out. You see? So it's hard.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
I've clicked select and then the bar goes off. But when you
do you want to try to change your color? So select so click in the box to select the writing, because it's still on select, but you need to that's my cursor.
Should I go
Are you
back?
selecting? So go back and click select again to select your text and then on the text.
Yeah, I've clicked select and then it has removed the bar.
Yeah, because we're not seeing it. We're just seeing. We see the good morning. We see your cursor moving, but we don't
see anything else. So what do you want me to do? You want me to click select?
Yeah, click select and then because that's the only way you can then go to edit this writing. When you click at the top where it says select text and all the instructions, that is the select that you have to click in order to then be able to select your text. And
what do I select? Format or?
Format, yes. And then click the color that you want. But then you have to highlight your text before you click the color or it won't change.
Can't get into anything.
So to highlight it, do I have to hold something down to?
No, it's just about putting, because you want it to go back to the text. So you want to be able to highlight the text. So the cursor that you were writing it with?
Yeah.
You need to get it back to it being a cursor. Yes.
It is.
Exactly. Well done. Highlight good morning now. So put the cursor over good morning. Yes. And then go to format and change your color. Click on the color that you like. Well done. Yeah. So you see, with this, the only thing about the whiteboard, if you don't click select and then get it back, it will give you a new box and you won't be able to continue to write. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it did that a bit for me. Then I had to go back.
Yes. So for me, with the whiteboard, it takes practice. Or you could say, okay, I'm going to use the whiteboard to deliver my lesson. And then because you didn't practice, you can't use it. So I would say after this training, you would have gone in your settings and enabled your whiteboard, right? you would then just open a meeting, set up a whiteboard and practice with it, or invite someone else to your meeting and practice using the whiteboard before you do a meeting where you're going to use the whiteboard. Anyone else who wants to have a go before we move on?
I can't even find that. Is it because, could it be because I'm using a Chromebook why I don't have those features? Because I can't.
Chromebook, no. When you go to share,
Yes.
you click that green button, share.
Yes.
Your share window opens and you have screen and then whiteboard, don't you?
What do you want to share, desktop or application?
Oh, and if you go down, does it have any whiteboard at all?
Nothing at all like that. Just two options.
Yeah, I think it's because it's a Chromebook.
Oh, hold on. What's this? Share your. Oh no. Yeah, just I've got two options and that's it.
Yeah, because if you share your desktop, it's gonna share everything that's on your desktop. Yes. What was the other option that you said?
Desktop or application.
Right, click application and see.
Right.
What's the applications that come up. It might be that the application.
All it is Zoom or the Mentimeter, which I opened previously. So
basically it doesn't have that on it. And that's the thing with Chromebook. I find that every computer, every brand is different. You know, sometimes you don't have the standard features that you expect.
Yes.
So yes, that's why. So it's not giving you that opportunity to do that. But you'd be able to share music because you would already have it on your desktop. Yeah. So that would be fine. So when we come to that one, that will be fine. Any questions right now, or can I move on? Okay.
Is anyone else using a Chromebook, or is it just me?
Mine is the standard one, sis. So I have all the features that.
It's not a Chromebook.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a Chromebook. Then it's what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I think, and that's the thing. If you're doing a presentation where you need this, I would say get a laptop that is a standard one, so it will have everything.
Right. Okay.
Okay, polls. So for polls, the thing with this one, with this poll, as I said before, if you have a basic account, you won't be able to do polls. Polls are just for pro accounts, are the paid accounts. However, I will talk you through how to do it if you're, hosting a meeting and you have a pro account. But there are other ways of getting around this. You can do a Microsoft form, do your poll on a Microsoft form, put it in the chat, have your participants do the poll. You could do the poll on menti.com, give participants the link. So I'm going to open that poll again that I did, asking questions about what you wanted to learn in a minute, but I'll still go through. So I'll open, let me just do a new share for that Menti board. And I'll see, I don't know if you all answered this one yet or no. Right, so if you haven't yet, please, can you go to, because I just have one response so far. So I had put it in the chat. I'm going to put this in the chat again. So you go to menti.com, you type in the code. Disregard if it seems like a code is already typed in. Please still type in. And then, so I'm going to put this. Oh, I just saw your question, sis. When you click go faster or go slower, it's a message that comes to the host and it alerts us that we're going too fast, or we need to slow down, or we're going too slow. So it's like those nonverbal means of communication. So in a presentation, I don't have to be asking all the time, Do you understand? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? So when I see that, I know to slow down or go. And it's the same thing with the raising of the hands. So the host or the presenter will see and then will act accordingly. That's just it. So I placed that in the chat as well. If you haven't yet, please go to menti.com and then fill that in. So that is a poll as well that you can use. So Microsoft Forms, everyone has access to Microsoft Forms. Once you have a Hotmail account, all you have to do is click the apps and you can create your survey. So I did a Microsoft Forms when I asked, and I'm going to do one again about, so it's really good to have a feel of how you're doing and if you're doing well, if you're doing a training well, if you're doing a service well, etc. So polls, and that's a good one so breakout rooms, right? So breakout rooms, let us talk about that. So you can have up to 50 separate sessions, so 50 separate breakout rooms. The host or the co-host can choose to split the participants of the meeting into separate sessions, and they can go into these rooms and see what's going on. Right. Just to make a note of this, make sure to enable breakout rooms before we go through this. As I said before, breakout rooms, you have to enable it in your settings or you will not have that facility. It is open. Even if you have a basic plan, you can have breakout rooms. You can also pre-assign participants to breakout rooms, but you have to tick that box in your setting and enable it as well. Breakout room participants will have the same audio, video, and screen share capabilities as in the main sessions. So all the capabilities that you have in the main sessions, you'll have it in breakout rooms. So if you just have a leader in that breakout room, give them co-hosts, make them a co-host so they can have those facilities. Okay, and this is the part where you're going to have to maybe make some notes, and then we're going to watch a video as well where you see how it's actually done in real time. So we talked about pre-assigning participants before they even come to your meeting to breakout rooms. So how do we start and create our breakout rooms? I am going to just get my spotlight. So that's another facility that you can use, your spotlight, so people can follow what you're reading. So you can start your meeting. First of all, you have to have a meeting, and then you click this icon. That's the breakout rooms icon, and it will say breakout rooms as well. You need to, when you click that, you're going to select the number of rooms you would like to create and how you would like to assign your participants to these rooms. You can do it automatically, manually, or you can let your participants choose which rooms to go into. But a lot of the times we do it automatically. If, for example, you just need to quickly put, and when you do it automatically, Zoom will split the participants evenly for you. But you could say, okay, I need 2 in a room. So you tell Zoom how many you need in the room, and they'll do it just randomly. Or you can do it manually. So suppose you just need 4 people out of your 20 participants to go in a breakout room. You have to do that manually. You click manually, and then you have to assign who you want. So you have to click on each participant. Then after you've done that, you have to click create breakout rooms. Your rooms will be created, but they will not automatically begin, okay? Because you can then go to your options and click how much time you want them to be in the room. You click that you want to be notified when the time is up, and you can click as well how much time do you want to give them. You can send announcements to them, so you can send messages to them. in their breakout rooms to tell them how much time they have left. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to watch a video of how it's done. Okay.
Hey everyone, Farah from Zoom here. On this brief video, we're going to show you how you can leverage our breakout room feature to take a large meeting or virtual classroom and split it up into smaller groups or sessions. You'll see that I have already enabled the breakout room feature, which you can find in your settings along the bottom. And that breakout room button will actually be right here. This is a button that only your hosts or co-hosts will be able to see. And right now we don't have a co-host in the session. If I manage my participants, I can hover over Catherine, for example, to make her a co-host. So she'll see this button now as well. When we're ready to split the group into smaller sessions, I can easily click this button to get a pop-up window asking me how many rooms I'd like to assign out and how many participants per room. For this example, it's recommending, since there are 6 people, we can split it up into 2 rooms. I can do this automatically or manually. So if we click on the automatic button, it'll generate those breakout rooms for us. Certainly, if there's anyone I want to swap out, maybe I want to move Michael to the other room, I can exchange him for a different participant. Once I'm ready to open all rooms, I'll click this Open All Rooms button, and our participants will be able to join the sessions that we've created for them. So we'll slowly see those people join. One thing that's really important to note is that as a host or a co-host, you can actually hop between the different rooms to talk to the participants. You can see here I have the Join button. Now everybody's left to go to the rooms. I can broadcast a message to everybody and say, wrapping up in 1 minute. And this will broadcast the message. And then I can close the rooms, which gives them a 1-minute timer to rejoin our session. We'll give everybody a second to rejoin, and I'll show you 1 or 2 additional features with breakout rooms. There we go. We can kind of see everybody kind of popping back in. Now everybody's rejoined the main session. You'll see that I have the opportunity to reopen these rooms again, which is really great. If you have a very long session or a very long virtual class, you can split into these virtual smaller groups as often as you'd like. And the additional options here will allow you to automatically close breakout rooms after a specified amount of time. You can also change the countdown timer to be 30 seconds or 2 minutes if you like. I'll show you a setting where you can also pre-assign folks to be in your breakout room before the classroom starts. You'll want to navigate over to the class that's already been created in your Zoom portal. Under the Meetings tab, you can find your meeting. Scrolling all the way to the bottom, you'll see if we open this to re-edit it, I have the opportunity to pre-assign a breakout room here. And I can create the rooms and upload a CSV with all of my participants in advance so that their names are already populated in the room when I start the session. That's basically how you can run breakout rooms. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any additional questions, please visit us at support.zoom.us. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.
Okay. Right, so that was breakout rooms. So before we go to sharing music and audio, do we have any questions? Okay, so we don't have any. I'm going to go to music and audio. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sis.
Okay, so share music and audio. And I think one of the issues I find when why it seems difficult is just because you don't enable share sound. So what I would like you all to do is click on share, new share. And when you click on new share, at the bottom, tell me what you see. The 2 things, there are 2 little boxes at the bottom of your box. So before you click share or anything, when you just go into your share window, what do you see at the bottom of the share box? You can type it in the chat if you don't want to say.
No, I was saying there's share sound and optimize for video
Thank
clip
you.
on my one. Yeah, sorry, I was
Right.
saying.
Yes. So what you need to do is, if you're going to share sound, is click the share sound box and remember to do that. You can optimize video if you're just sharing a video, but what I find when I click optimize video, it makes it more smooth and look better, the video, but sometimes you don't get the panel at the side, so you can't see anyone whilst you're sharing it. So if you want to see all your participants, you know, that box, the panel with all your participants, then you don't click optimize video. I normally just click share sound because most of my videos are embedded in my PowerPoint. And if you do that, because it's a PowerPoint, it doesn't look that nice because it fills the entire screen. That's what optimized video does. It fills the entire screen and it doesn't pixelate, so it's clearer. You must click share sound if you want to share sound. If you don't, what will happen is you will share your video and there won't be any sound. So you click sound, that sound box, to enable the sound to be shared. And then after, you would already, best practice is have your video open on your browser, open the video on, have it open on your computer. So when you go to, and exactly where, if it's a YouTube video, watch it. If it has ads before, let the ads play, stop it at the point where your song starts, and then play. So those are the two things of sharing. You click on, and I was going to share something, but I think the best thing is to allow you guys the opportunity to share something. So you could decide to put, I want you to apply what I've just said. So if you have a song on your computer that you'd like to share, that's fine. Or you could go over to, or we don't want to use YouTube. Do you have any songs that you can share? I could put a song in the chat. So I'm going to stop sharing, and I don't know if I can just send you a file of something, and then you can share that. I'm going to give you an audio file. I'll try to share it in the chat. It should be, because you can share files. So I'm going to share a file. So it is going. We'll see if it does go or if it's going to take a long time. So it's uploading. And I'll put an audio one as well. So then you can have an audio as well. So we have 2 files downloading. I'll leave that to download. It seemed as if it's going to take a little while though. So we'll come back to sharing music. That's something that we can do. So I'll leave those to upload, and then you'll have a chance to share that with us. Okay, so we'll move to the next session now.